Hi, welcome to Back to School Night, I guess virtual edition. My name is Peter Gleason. I am your child's AP chemistry teacher. Tonight, I'm just going to kind of give you a quick overview of this class, give you an idea who I am, what I stand for, ultimately, what we're going to try to get out of this class. I mean, obviously, with remote being potentially on another day, heck, another semester, who knows? With that being said, I'm going to try to give you an idea of where I'm trying to get your child by the end of the year, regardless of if it's remote or not. So, who I've been teaching this year at this building for 21 years. It's my 21st year. I've been teaching AP for I think it's 17 or 18 years of that. Um, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed my classes. This year I co-teach with Mrs. Misak. She teaches the 7-8. I lied, the 6-7A. I think that's what it is. So she's got about 20 something students. I've got about 40 something students. Um, we should, the two of us, we're working pretty much together to make sure that your child is getting a good um, education with regards to the AP program. Um, so, just to kind of give you an idea what I'm shooting for, this class is really, really striving to get them prepared for college. I know there's kids in here that are planning on going off to college and going into medical, going into engineering, that require this course. There's a lot of different avenues. I know there are students that are going to take this course just to get out of it in college because they don't really want to take science in college. I know there are students that plan to take chemistry again in college, and this is just kind of I want to see how it is. Um, it totally depends on your child. There are going to be some that take this again freshman year, next year as freshmen in college. Um, so I'm going to get them prepared. This is truly, I'm going to teach every single thing that a freshman in college is going to get out of their freshman chemistry class. They're actually probably going to learn more than a freshman in college because I'm mandated by College Board to teach the entire curriculum, whereas a college professor might not necessarily teach every detail that the College Board requires. So they're going to get a good education. They're going to learn a lot of material. It is going to move pretty quickly. So, just to kind of give you an idea of where the kids are going to get all their work or where they're going to get all their material, here it is. This is obviously my 3-4A class. My 4B5 obviously has their own site. But this is where they're going to get everything. I'm sure you've looked at Google Classroom and checked everything out. This is how I work it. Um, I have their foundational stuff, so their first day material, and then just their basic foundational stoichiometry work. This is what it's going to look like across the board. They're going to have each unit is going to be laid out just like this, so they know if they miss a day or they miss 2 days, they know exactly what they missed. All right, it's going to go in order. And as you can see, I'm going to have a stoichiometry practice followed by a stoichiometry practice key so that they can stay up to date on whether or not they're getting the correct material, getting it correct. Um, so your child needs to stay up on this work. I'm by no means going to sit here and mandate that they do 3 hours of homework a night or an hour of homework a night. I give them enough material to be successful. Okay. Um, Homework is do as you need. I've had students that have done everywhere from 15 minutes of homework and gotten straight A's on my tests. I've had kids that spend hours on their homework and get C's and D's on the test. So, where your child is on the spectrum of their learning is going to dictate how much homework they actually have. So, if your child is coming to you and saying, well, Mr. Gleason didn't assign homework, yes, there's always homework. And if they're saying, well, Bobby Joe is only doing half an hour of homework a night, well, that's because maybe Bobby Joe knows exactly what they're doing, they're comfortable with the material, and they only need a half an hour to review. If your child needs 2-3 hours to be successful in this class, then they need 2-3 hours to be successful in this class. Will that be throughout the year? No. They might just need to get over a little hump to get confident in problem solving. That's half the battle in this class. The skills, the math that we're going to be doing is basically algebra, which all of them have seen. They probably all were very successful in algebra back in freshman, sophomore year. So the math isn't the challenge. It's their ability to solve problems, their ability to conceptualize, their ability to see what's going on a molecular level, and then be able to apply it to a math problem. So that's where we're going to be pushing a lot of their, basically a lot of the work is going to be about problem solving and really, really looking at what's going on. Obviously, not being in the classroom, that makes it a little bit more challenging. So one of the things that I've kind of developed this year, or I started last year with the remote learning, and I'm trying to pull into this year, is the following. This is a normal Google Meet page. Um, this is what they would see. Obviously, you would have your grid of different people in the classroom, but this is what I want them to see. I have an iPad sitting in front of me. I have an iPad pencil, and this has made it very, very easy for me to kind of show them how to do this. So, for example, here we are. If I just want to give them basic notes, I can go, okay, here we are. We are in AP chemistry. All right. I am Mr. Gleason. If you want to contact me, you can contact me at 331-228-6261 or peter.gleason at d303.org. Now, this is probably the best place to reach me. I can get back to you. I can let you know information. But again, this is what the kids are going to see on a daily basis. It's kind of like a normal whiteboard. They're going to ask me questions. I can answer it. I can draw pictures. I can extrapolate um, pieces of information out of a problem. I can jot down things, draw diagrams. So, for example, just last week we did a lab. Obviously, doing a lab in class is a lot better than doing a lab remotely, but this is kind of how we hashed it out. So we had this. This is basically what we looked at. It was a hydrated compound. I drew some pictures. We kind of walked through it step by step. Um, Obviously, some of my drawings are a little bit lacking, but the whole point is for them to get the experience. What are they going to do? How are they going to do it? Obviously, the actual hands-on kinesthetic approach isn't really doable right now. So this is the next best thing that I think. I'm going to show you, okay, this is the piece of equipment we're going to use. So we're going to move on and we're going to go through and we're going to look at labs and we're going to analyze what materials are we going to use. Are we going to sit here? Are we going to use a graduated cylinder or are we going to use a beaker? Okay, so we can really analyze, okay, what are the tools we're going to use? Why are we going to use them? So that's really what AP is really looking for is, do you understand what you're doing and why? And being able to do this in class and kind of go through exactly what they would see in class and kind of go through what you'd be looking for, go through the data, what's the data trying to show you? Honestly, I think they're getting a lot out of it. At least that's my opinion. I've talked to a few of the students. They're really kind of getting why we're doing this. And this has really, really been useful so far. As you know, we do a period and a half. So on that, we do 3, 4A and 4B5. On that fourth hour, I pull all my students together at the beginning of fourth. So we basically treat that, those of you that have been in a chemistry class in college, you kind of have that TA session. That's kind of what I treat it as, that fourth hour as our TA session. So they can ask any question. Okay, I know on 1.8, I didn't know how to do this problem. Can we go through it? And that's what I'm able to do. I'm able to just kind of go step by step. They can ask their questions. Students stay after class and I can kind of go back. I can go back to the pictures and be like, okay, let's talk about this picture. Why did we do this? So on and so forth. It's really nice. They can take pictures. I know a student today just took a picture of this screen. I could actually send it out to them if I wanted to. But the whole point is they are able to see what I want them to see. And it's in person. It is the truest form of synchronous. We are really talking. We are having conversations. We are able to develop an understanding all together, which I think has been really useful so far. Um, Obviously, the one part that you guys are probably thinking most of is their grades. with AP being such a huge component of credit moving forward into college, grades are extremely important. Being up to date on their material is extremely important. So Mrs. Misek and I are coming up with multiple ways of assessing your child. They've already taken one quiz where I posted questions online. They had their video camera on, they had their mics on, so I could see exactly what they were doing. They had to do their work on a piece of paper, and they just took their phone, took a picture of it, and submitted it to me. I could grade it and submit it back to them with a grade on it. That was very useful. There are going to be some other times we're just going to do multiple choice, so I can put it in a format. We have AP Classroom, we have Google Forms. So there are different formats that we're going to try to do it. Obviously, I want to get the grade of your child. I do not want to get the grade of the classes. So I'm trying to promote an honorable, honest child so that their grade is reflective of what they've learned. We've talked a lot in our district or in our department about how are we going to kind of get rid of cheating. It's going to be very hard for us. So we're going to try to get other ways of getting grades via possibly interview, possibly drawing pictures, possibly just typing something out. But a lot of it's going to be timed. So it's not like they can go spend hours on it because that's when the cheating occurs. It needs to be during given times. So we're going to try a lot of different ways to get their grade and try to make that grade reflective of what they've learned so far. So on that note, that's basically what I have to tell you guys. If you do have any questions, so if you're sitting and you're saying, okay, I really want to talk to you, here's my info. Contact me anytime. If you have a question about your child, you have a question about your child moving forward. Maybe they're a junior and you don't know what they want to take next year, or they're going off to college next year and you don't really know how you want them to pursue what they're going to do freshman year. Talk to me. I've had students that have gone from the most elite colleges down to Elgin Community College. I mean, they've gone to all different colleges throughout the years. So if you have a question about anything moving forward, please, please, please contact me. I will do my best to answer your questions. Ultimately, I want your child to be successful in this class. I would really, really love to see them enjoy this class and potentially in the future go into a science related field. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this year is successful for both you and your child, and good luck. Take care. Bye-bye.